Good morning, my HCG family and peeps. It's Maddie. And today is Wednesday, VLCD 16. It's harder to do it on my fingers now. And I have bad news. I know HCG Pork Chop and Care Bear, you have experienced this yesterday. I am now up 0.2. But, okay, so here's what I did yesterday. I didn't cheat. I drank tons of water. I was uber busy, like I said I would be. And I ran tons of errands yesterday. And I got a ton of food. How sad is this? I cooked for me. I did cook a little bit for my kids, but I cooked for me. And I just stocked up so that when law school starts up again, I'm going to have food to eat. So it took a really long time. And actually, I thought I would eat a lot earlier than I did, but I didn't eat until 7. And normally, I finish all my food by 6. And I was just so busy that I didn't. So, but here's the other thing I did. And I'd like to know, in your experience, how criminal this is. I was making this hamburger meat stuff in one skillet here with a tomato. And it was going to be really, really Italian-y, right? I thought, and with lots of garlic and Italian seasonings. And then I was making this other one over here on this burner with spinach and some Mexican seasonings for a little kick, right? But when I smelled them together, I went, my goodness, they smell delicious together. So I took a little bit of one and I took a little bit of the other and I tried it. So good. I think I've just been eating, similar stuff all the time, that the flavor of all of that, the Mexican and the garlic and the Italian, and it was so good, to tell you. So then I had to put it all together and let it simmer. Oh, I was so happy. It was the best meal I've had yet. Just because it was something different and it was so filled with flavor. So, once that all simmered down, it was 7 o'clock, and I could eat and cool down enough to eat. So, is it so criminal? Did I do so wrong in mixing my vegetables? Could that kill you? So, I want some feedback on that. I don't think it's that. I think when I texted Kat this morning, we always text each other and tell each other what we're doing. And I said, I'm up. And she said, did you drink enough water yesterday? And I think because I was running around and stuff, I drank like 8 or 9 of these, really, flooding. So she said, well, that's not it. But then she said there's days that your fat cells that are empty fill up with water and then go pop and go away forever. It's the only diet that can do that. I like that. Bye. So she said it must be one of those days, and you can have a slight gain on those days. So I'm going to look at the positive until I know better. I'm going with the positive, that I have fat cells popping. Okay? So if you don't know better, then work with me. But if you know better, fill me in. So that was my day yesterday. Today's kind of a mellow day. I have 2 appointments. No big deal. I did get lots of my busyness done, but I did everything in the world to avoid cleaning because I just hate cleaning. So now I can't avoid it. So I will be cleaning today. And those of you who heard me call my space here my mom cave, yeah, I'm not kidding. So I thought I would just show you the sign that is on the door. This has been there since I think March, maybe February, when I decided to claim my own space in my apartment. I have a pre-adolescent who is fully hormonal and a adolescent child, and finding space of my own, they invade every crack and crevice. And if you know adolescents, they stink a little. And I love them so much, but you know, and their hormones seep into every crack and crevice of my apartment. So I claimed this space as my own, sacred to me, by putting this sign up. This is the mom cave, and I will read you my sign. Nobody allowed in who hasn't given birth, literally or legally. Visitation allowed only with permission. Interruption acknowledged only by the words, quote unquote, excuse me, and patient waiting for an answer. Violators will be made to do chores. This keeps them away. The thought of chores keeps them away. You know, when my children say, Mom, I'm bored, I give them a chore. They no longer complain to me. I'm one of those mothers. So, yeah. I just thought that I would share with you my sacred space. It's a little messy now because I haven't cleaned since finals. And it's like, there's books and flashcards and that energy still in here. So I need to clean it out to prepare for the next trimester. Anyway, so I don't really have anything exciting to report or other than my fat cells bursting. We're just going to say it's a bursting day. It's a bursting day. Yeah, I just had a flash of, do I want a starburst? No. No, I want a fat cell burst. So that's it. I do feel thinner in my body. And my bra isn't quite fitting right anymore. Sorry, TMI. I need to readjust. But I do feel thinner in my body. I think I've lost weight here. Nobody has noticed yet. Nobody. And I don't know if it's because I've gained and lost before, and so people are afraid to tell me. But not as, you know, I've lost 24.2 pounds in 16 days, and nobody has noticed. Nobody said a thing. Kat says when I bring it up, she says, well, I can see it in your face, and I'm definitely wearing a smaller bra. Not that other people would notice that, but I just find it really interesting when you get large, like I was, that people are afraid to say something. Whereas if I was 160 pounds and lost 24.2 pounds, people would be like, oh my God, right? So it's all relative. It's all relative. I have 2 sick kids. I am trying to avoid their plague. I think my little 4-year-old niece, who had a little runny nose, shared her plague with my kids, and now they are knocked down. And since one of my kids has an immune system problem after a surgery he had last year, he is wiped out. So that's fun, but I'm going to avoid the plague. I'm taking my immune support and all kinds of stuff. I wonder if that could have affected it. And I've upped my immune support and stuff. Whatever. I'm going with the bursting fat cells. So that's all I got. I wish everybody happy releases, easy stabilization, and happy maintenance. Actually, I wish you big releases. Bigger than mine. I wish you way bigger than mine. Bye.